You asked me to try to figure out where this video was recorded, so I did. Hi, I'm Jose Monkey, and I find people who ask to be found. Some of you may be interested to know that I found this place without the use of any road signs or anything like that, in case you felt like the last two videos were too easy.
Are you not entertained?
So what can we see? As the video starts, we can see that there's a sign that's facing the opposite direction, and while the sign itself isn't helpful, it does tell us that these drivers are driving on the left, which is helpful. Honestly, there's not a lot to see here except for the tall buildings, which are dominantly on the right side of the road. I made a note of this rather tall building that we see at the beginning of the video, which looks almost like two buildings, or at least like a building that has two distinct portions to it. I also saw this building toward the end of the video. The only other real clue I had here was from the license plates. One of the cars that passes you has a plate that appears to be yellow with black lettering, and it seems kind of tall compared to the US and European plates. It seems like it has two rows of letters and numbers, which is different than the single row that you see in many other places. Based on those details, I started looking at license plates from other countries around the world, focusing on ones that were yellow with black letters. It didn't take too long to figure out that this is probably an older style Kenyan plate. Once I knew that, I decided that this tall building that we see at the beginning of the video was probably going to be the best way to find this place. So I pulled up a list of the tallest buildings in Kenya to see if this one made the list. It did. This is the Nyayo House. At 84 meters tall, it is the 15th tallest building in Kenya. This building has a bit of a dark history. It's best known as the site where the Kenyan government kept political prisoners in the late 80s and early 90s. There are several documentaries about it, so feel free to go check that out if you're interested, but I'm not going to talk about that here because that's a total freaking downer, and we're having fun here. Anyway, Nyayo House is in Nairobi. So I figured you were driving on a highway near there, and the Nairobi Expressway seemed like the most likely candidate. So I just tried to figure out where you'd need to be in order to get a view of the city like that. It wasn't too hard. You're driving northwest on Nairobi Expressway in Nairobi, Kenya. I was able to use Google Street View to confirm the view from the beginning of the video where we saw that building, as well as the view toward the end of the video. Guys, check out the interactive map of all the different places I have found for you so far from the videos that you guys have tagged me in. You guys know where to go if you want to find that. And if anybody else would like me to figure out where one of their videos was recorded, please tag me in a comment on that video.